know what I'm talking about, by the way. Like, Google this. Legitimately, the world's greatest stretch. It will come up and it will
Can
guide
you
you
just
how
do
to
one
do
for
it.
us?
Yeah,
Give us your
100%. Right.
version, because there are a couple of versions
This
of
is the wrong day to wear trousers. You can do this on a chair, by the way, but I don't want to put my feet up on the chair.
So left knee under left shoulder.
Left knee, left shoulder. Get the hand, punching my spine.
So left hand reaching for the sky.
Yeah, and then the left hand goes from the foot straight upwards.
Right
and
hand
then
supporting
the
him.
chest opens.
That's
So
like you're wringing out a tea towel in your spine.
exactly, and so you're
Your elbow all the way down to the ground, or as close as you can get.
Can't you also go through your arm?
And then thread it through
Yeah.
the back. And if that's too hard for people, you can just drop your back knee, or you can just get your leg up on a desk. I'm not going to put my shoes on the desk, but you can just... You can adapt any movement to make
What's
it easier
going
for your
on
needs.
with the world's greatest stretch? Because everybody's talking about it.
Everything.
When did you first witness it?
Probably a few years ago, there's a guy called Aaron Horshig. I saw it. He's like a squat coach, and for me, it's the fact that it's a stretch that ticks so many boxes. It spreads your legs, so you get into something called hip extension of your foot going behind your hip, which so few of us do when we sit down all the time and your hips are constantly flexed.
And we don't move side to side as we get older. We move back and forth.
Such a good point as well. And how often do you rotate your spine in a day? Like, so rarely. So it gives a really nice opportunity to get spinal rotation, deep hip flexion, where you're going to get a nice stretch in the groin. You never neglect the groin around here, whilst also getting a good movement into your ribs, like I said. But as well, like training your hands, you get a little bit of stimulus through extension on your wrists, which again, so few of us get. So it ticks so many boxes with such a simple manoeuvre that again can be adapted to anybody's needs by really the easier you make it is either dropping your knee on the ground or just raising your front foot.
Anything else you want to say, Vas?
Oh, one thing, just so there'll be prawns listening right now. help the prawns.
If I could give one bit of advice to my fellow prawns, it's to try and just move your joint gently anytime you find yourself being still.
Just explain what a prawn is.
So a prawn, you will notice, is a little crustacean-shaped, rounded shoulders, forward jutted head. You may know it as a kyphotic posture, as you sit in your chair and slump in front of your desk and hammer away at your keyboard. It's the posture that most of us spend the majority of our time in the day. And if, again, could give you just one bit of advice, it's just really gently move your joints, whether it's taking your neck into a circle, moving your wrists in a circle, taking your arms for a big circle, taking your spine and just moving it side to side, your hips back and forward, your knee kicking it out, you're twisting your ankles, all these tiny micro movements, it's just flooding your muscles, your joints with blood, lubrication. It is so important for helping stave off the stagnation. Every time you're still, imagine you're like a dirty sponge, and every time you move it, you're putting it under clean water and squeezing it, and you're getting all the goodness flushing it through. So don't be the dirty sponge, be the clean one that moves.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.